petrol, turbo petrol and a diesel. The Altroz is the only premium hatchback in under 10 lakh rupees to offer all possible powertrain choices. Yet, there was one part missing from the jigsaw. Something for eco-conscious, fuel-saving audience. But now, that has been resolved.
Meet the Tata Altroz iCNG, the fourth variant that the company is offering with the Altroz, making it a complete package for anyone who's looking for a premium hatchback car. But does it make sense to buy a CNG car in this market? Well, that's exactly why I'm here to tell you everything about owning a CNG car. But before we get to the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you are always notified with Acco Drive's videos.
It's been more than 3 years since Tata launched the Altroz. Yes, that long. And the iCNG variant comes into drive sales for the company because the new gen model is still a couple of years away. So, there are no changes in the way it looks. It only gets a badge of recognition to tell people that it is the CNG variant. The CNG variant is based on the XZ and XZ Plus variants, which are the top spec ones. So it continues to come with features like 7-inch Harman touchscreen with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, wireless charger and air purifier among others. The use of premium materials is very much part of the Altroz, but the fit and finish could have been better. But there's a larger issue that Tata Motors has managed to find a solution to.
Now, the biggest issue with any CNG car is the lack of boot space, but that Tata has resolved to a certain extent with the Altroz iCNG. So with the twin-cylinder setup, you get a decent amount of boot space. So this one gets a 210-litre boot space, but that is down from 345-litre boot space that you get with the standard version, the petrol and the diesel versions of the car.
So while the Altroz iCNG employs the same 1.2-litre 3-cylinder Revotron engine, power output is downgraded by a margin. Crank it and the car starts up directly in CNG mode. But do remember that it's going to be loud, a caveat with CNG cars.
Now, the Altroz was never about performance. It was never about spirited driving. That's why you had the turbo version of the car. But this one, it's quite laid back. The power delivery is linear, but there's a lot of strain that is on the engine when you try to rev it. If you even want to overtake, it takes a bit of time, and especially on inclines, steep inclines, that engine is not going to be your best friend.
While driving in the city though, you hardly notice the difference. But this variant is more about efficiency. Despite this, the Altroz falls short of the claimed mileage on the Maruti Suzuki Baleno CNG and even the Hyundai Grand i10 Nios.
The handling has always been the strongest suit of Altroz, and with this version as well, that continues to be the hero. And now there is added weight on the CNG version of the Altroz, and that's mainly because of the CNG kit that has been added. So there is about 150 to 200 kgs of added extra weight that you get on the car. So to supplement that, what Tata engineers have done is that they've made that suspension a bit more firmer, especially the rear one, but that does not mean that your ride quality gets hampered, because it still is comfortable, it is quite enjoyable. And that added weight also helps you around the corners because it stays planted even on the highways, even on if you're doing higher speeds or triple digit speeds, the car always remains planted.
Tata is offering the Altroz iCNG in three variants: XZ, XZ Plus S and XZ Plus OS. While both the Baleno and the Grand i10 Neos are available in just two. At the same time, the Altroz CNG comes at a slightly higher cost compared to its rivals. In a price-sensitive segment like this, Tata could have been more competitive, we feel. But it offers more than its competitors and does not compromise. So, yes, to an extent, one can justify the price hike. But still, we feel the Altroz iCNG, even with a 50 to 75,000 rupees reduction in price, could have hit the sweet spot in this segment.